Hello artists! Today I want to show you how to do paper weaving. The first thing we need to do is to make a paper loom. A loom is something that you weave on. Let's turn this paper into a loom. First, make sure that your paper is vertical. That means up and down. And bring the bottom of your paper to the top. Now let's make sure that the open part of the paper is at the top and the fold that you made is at the bottom. Now open up the paper and bend down the top part. Make a small fold, like the fold of an envelope. Take your index finger and go back and forth over that line. This is the stop line. When your scissors are cutting, they should stop on that line. We are going to cut from the bottom of the paper, starting in the middle. And we're going to cut and cut until we get to the stop line. Now we have two flaps. We're going to cut each of those two flaps in two to make 4 equal flaps. Once again, we are going to cut each of those 4 flaps in the middle to make a total of 8 flaps. Now you can open the paper and you have your paper loom. We're going to use paper to insert it into our loom to create our weaving. Those strips of paper that we are going to use are called weft. I'm going to begin by inserting my first weft underneath one of those vertical strips of paper. Those vertical strips of paper in a loom are called the warp. When I continue inserting the weft through all the warp, I'm going to use a pattern of under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Now for my second weft, I need to start in the opposite way. If I try to start under, as I did with my first weft, underneath my first warp, my strip of paper, my weft, is going to slide down. I don't want that to happen, so I need to start in the opposite way. Instead of starting underneath the warp as I did with my first weft, I'm going to start over my first warp. This use of a pattern to insert the weft through the warp is what is called weaving. And with every new weft, when I go to insert it through the warp, I need to do the opposite of what the previous weft did. Time for a quick question. In this picture, is the yellow paper the weft or the warp?